look at this beautiful Irish weather. Of course, I can feel rain, of course, because I suppose it's not too bad. It's getting in the evening. So I should describe now. I've, of course, straight away now I've forgotten everybody's name. Bernie. Margaret. Linda. Yvonne. And this is a swingers party, and we're we're here for we're here for Tesco Quinnsworth reunion. It probably goes back like how many? 20, 30? I don't know. When you think about wow. So would anybody here be like tonight now be from that original 80s kind of Quinnsworth years?
Was.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we started. Yeah.
You're about 27. How is that possible?
I went down in nappies. I started in 1982.
Okay, well that's therefore you know it pretty well, and it must feel, I don't know, like it because time travels and Tesco are going through some changes right now. I don't know if it feels like a million years ago or it feels like yesterday that you were all there. I don't know how when you think of it now.
I finished up last October.
Oh well, then it was only yesterday, pretty much.
So after 33 years.
Right, oh, that's a long service, long stretch. And that I'm guessing now something like this has happened very often that you kind of hook up.
It's the first one we've done.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah,
and what was it sparked by? Was it just somebody had a conversation and said?
Lots of people were asking us would we try and organise a reunion that they hadn't seen friends and work colleagues for years.
Right.
So a few of us just got together and we said that we'd go ahead and organise it. So
nice.
Here we are tonight.
Now, legally, are you guys allowed to hang out together? I don't know if there's any kind of legal restrictions on because it does. Yeah. Does it? I don't know if it feels like it's a different place now. That everything changes and everything. You know, the main street, every town changes.
Like it's like changes. It's changing with the times. Isn't
Yeah.
it? So,
right.
You know, we might not like it, but it's changing.
Yeah,
with the
that's
times.
it.
Well, I know the toughness of big businesses now that, you know, if the profits aren't going up, the costs have to go down. So what you do is you try to cut whatever you can. And that's sort of happening at the moment with you know, people being let go because the whole pension thing is too expensive. So that does feel like a tough time for those who have, you know, worked there for many, many years. So it feels a little bit, you know, kind of harder than maybe it would normally.
Yeah.
And I think reunions like this must will kind of reiterate the fact that it is a family kind of.
It was a family.
Yeah.
It was. We knew everybody coming into the shop and start, didn't we?
Yeah.
So,
It was a big family.
so how many of you will be here tonight, do you think? Do you know a kind of
Well,
a
there's
rough?
60 plus.
Holy feckin' moly.
Yeah.
That can't be
most of
legal.
them
That
have-
can't be legal.
And there was 183 invited.
Wow. Would there be that many around, like from
And like,
going through the years?
that's only like people knowing people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know everyone on Facebook. I wouldn't be
Sure.
There was
friends
a few
with
I
everyone.
sent
Sure.
texts to because I knew they weren't on Facebook. But yeah.
Yeah, there was
Be a good
183.
crew. I've already been on to Sandra and I was on to Lydia last night.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
I know. It's
Well,
going to be a great night.
I'll be putting this up on the guide tonight. So where will you be? Because I think if there's that many people having a party, you'll be in the mill room here in Byrne of Cook, just so that, you know, there'll be people who just have nothing to do tonight and would think there's going to be a lot of very drunk, happy women
live cam in the
hanging
corner.
down here.
Imagine that tomorrow.
So would the hope be, I would think, now to maybe do this every year or so? Like, it'd be nice to kind of, you know, meet up, because as we all get older, it's kind of nice to connect and reconnect, and, you know. And I think Facebook is part of that new sort of idea that you can actually find people you used to know from.
Oh, definitely, because like, I'm from England and I spoke to a girl that I went to school with 33 years ago.
Wow.
And we met up about 2 years ago.
Right.
It is brilliant,
It was
though.
That's a
amazing.
sweet thing,
I
because
felt like I was 16 all over again.
hey, that's the way to do it.
Down memory lane. Bring
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Well, that is it. The chances are just because otherwise the chance of meeting them walking down the street will be kind of small.
Yeah.
But the idea that a mutual friend, you realise, oh wait a minute, that's that person I
Yeah,
used
yeah.
to. Yeah.
A lot
Well,
of
listen.
people have
Oh.
moved away and they've
Or-
moved down the
That's it, you see,
country.
even with
Yeah.
families, like to
So,
see the kids
yeah.
growing up and graduations
Yeah.
and secondary school.
Well, there's one girl coming from Carlow tonight.
Wow.
Turned in
Wow.
Mitchell. She's
up?
yeah, she's
Oh,
coming from
dead
Carlow.
news,
So it'd be
Louise.
lovely to see her.
No.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of the staff moved to Bray. They're obviously not invited, though, are they?
Well, anyone that wrote in Greystones were
Joking, yeah.
invited.
Joking,
I
yeah,
did call in and drop in all the invitations.
Oh, here we go, more.
There's
Well, listen, I shall put out an SOS, and also I'll just let people know
Yeah, stay
where you're
clear
going
of
to be.
the pool.
That's it.